Welcome to the Procurement Professional channel. This is Ashraf Salah, who will explain the Cips L4 methodology. We are still explaining the first book of L4M1. L4M1, Scope of Influence of Procurement and Supply. In the previous lectures, we finished explaining. Chapter 1. Understand and analyze the added value that can be achieved through procurement and supply chain management. We explained 1.1. Compare the concepts of procurement and supply chain management. Then 1.2. Analyze the different sources of added value in procurement and supply. And 1.3. Describe the categories of spend that an organization may purchase. Today we will continue with 1.4. Differentiate the stakeholders that a procurement or supply chain function may have. We have three topics. 1.4.1, Definitions of stakeholders. 1.4.2, Examples of stakeholders of a procurement and supply chain function. 1.4.3, Mapping stakeholders for a procurement and supply chain function. Let's start with the first topic. 1.4.1, Definitions of stakeholders. Stakeholders are any individuals or groups of individuals that have an interest in or an influence on an organization. In procurement and supply chain management, stakeholders can be broadly categorized into internal, external, and connected stakeholders. Each group has distinct roles and interests in the procurement process. The second topic, 1.4.2 Examples of stakeholders of a procurement and supply chain function. There are many potential stakeholders within the procurement and supply chain function. Internal stakeholders, colleagues with a need, accounts department, company owner, manufacturing department, stores department, quality department, sales department, transport fleet. External stakeholders, local community, producer, lower tire suppliers, couriers and haulage companies, media, government and regulatory bodies, Cips, connected stakeholders, shareholders, Tier 1 supplier, banks. The third topic, 1.4.3 Mapping stakeholders for a procurement and supply chain function. Key stakeholders have to be managed for a supply chain to function effectively. Mendelow's Stakeholder Matrix. Mendelow's Stakeholder Matrix is a strategic tool used to analyze and prioritize stakeholders based on their power and interest in a project or organization. This matrix helps in developing appropriate strategies to manage stakeholders effectively. Here's a breakdown of the matrix and how it can be applied in procurement and supply chain management. The four quadrants of Mendelow's Stakeholder Matrix. High power, high interest, key players. Characteristics. These stakeholders have significant influence and a strong interest in the project. Strategy. Engage closely and manage actively. Keep them informed and involved in decision-making processes. Examples: senior management, major suppliers, key customers. High power, low interest, keep satisfied. Characteristics. These stakeholders have significant influence but are less interested in the day-to-day activities. Strategy. Keep them satisfied with high-level updates and ensure their needs are met to prevent them from becoming more interested. Examples: investors, regulatory bodies, financial institutions. Low power, high interest, keep informed. Characteristics. These stakeholders are very interested in the project, but have limited influence. Strategy. Keep them informed with regular updates and involve them in less critical decisions to maintain their support. Examples: end users, local communities, junior staff. Low power, low interest, monitor. Characteristics. These stakeholders have limited influence and interest. Strategy. Monitor their involvement and provide updates as necessary. They require minimal effort. Examples: general public, minor suppliers. Applying Mendelow's matrix in procurement and supply chain. Identify stakeholders. List all stakeholders involved in the procurement and supply chain process. Assess power and interest. Evaluate each stakeholder's level of power and interest. Plot on the matrix. Place each stakeholder in the appropriate quadrant of the matrix. Develop strategies. Create tailored engagement strategies based on their position in the matrix. Implement and monitor. Apply the strategies and continuously monitor stakeholder engagement and influence. Benefits of using Mendelow's matrix. Prioritization helps prioritize stakeholders based on their influence and interest. Resource allocation ensures resources are allocated effectively to manage key stakeholders. Risk management identifies potential risks from stakeholders and develops mitigation strategies. Improved communication enhances communication by tailoring messages to different stakeholder groups. This is the end of Chapter 1 of L4M1. Ashraf Saleh was with you from Procurement Professional Channel. We will meet you soon to explain the Cips L4 methodology. Thanks and have a good day.